What's going on, everyone? Hope all of you are doing well. So I wanted to do a quick little video on some possible Shout Factory and Scream Factory releases that we could potentially be getting. Now, I was inspired to do this video by Christian Hannah Horror. Or Planet Christian Hannah Horror. He did a video talking about some potential 4K releases that Scream Factory could be releasing due to, I believe it's Bull Moose, which is a company up more towards like Boston that is a boutique. They sell boutique titles and new releases. They're like a movie store, kind of similar to like FYE in some way. And apparently on their website are titles that have not been announced that we potentially could be getting. Now in this video, Planet CHH mentioned that there's Tales from the Dark Side getting a 4K possibly, which is a great horror anthology, one of my personal favorites. I remember growing up watching this movie a few times. The one that really stand out was the what was it, like the bat or gargoyle scene. That one has always played in my thought. Anytime I see the Turtles episode with that creature, that's similar to the creature in that, it's just I feel like the Turtles were kind of, either that movie came out after the Turtles or the Turtle episode came out after that movie. I don't know, but I always find similarities in some way with that. But that was really cool to see that we could be potentially be getting a 4K release of that. I also noticed on this picture that he was sharing that Fargo, the classic film Fargo, is getting a 4K release, which is crazy. I've seen bits and pieces of Fargo. I know it ended up getting a TV series that has a few seasons out. I have mixed feelings about Fargo. It's not one of my favorites. I may have to revisit that film, but the fact that it's getting 4K is really cool. I like the fact that Shout Factory is starting to release some better titles on 4K and not some of the re-releases. I mean, we're also getting Natural Born Killers with Woody Harrelson, which is a very underrated film. I don't hear people talk about that one. That's getting a 4K release, which is really, really awesome. So they have that in Fargo, two films that have a cult following get 4K releases is pretty awesome. And the fact that Tales from the Dark Side could be getting a 4K release is, really, really cool. I can't remember the other film that would be potentially be getting a 4K release, but I did notice something pretty awesome while he was showing this picture. It's the second film, so you have like 3 rows of 3 films, and on the last row, it's the second film. It's a Shot Select title, and it's a box set. Apparently, the Police Academy is getting a Shot Select Blu-ray set. That is awesome. So this would be the first time in the US that we would be getting the Police Academy collection on Blu-ray. Now there is a UK release that you can purchase, and that UK release I believe is region free. I used to have that set back in the day, but the fact that Shout is going to be releasing, or potentially be releasing, the Police Academy collection on Blu-ray, that's going to be a day one buy for me because I love the Police Academy films and I do want to redo a review for them hopefully soon. They are some great comedy films from the early 80s, I think up until like really the early 90s. Probably one of the longest comedy franchises. Came out with, I believe, a live action TV series and an animated series and a toy line. And I think the only thing that's missing is a video game. Did we get any video games? There's a possibility. I don't quote me on that. But yeah, when I saw that, I was excited. I love the Police Academy films. It's got, each film has a great cast. A lot of the OGs would continue on to the sequels, and then they would bring some others in. Others didn't return. Steve Guttenberg, got really popular with these. Kim Cattrall, Bobcat Goldthwait. I mean, the list just goes on and on. Now, unfortunately, throughout the years, we have lost, sadly lost a few cast members, which I will talk about in a future review. My goal for the Police Academy is to review all the films. I want to eventually try to review the animated series and the TV series if I can find the episodes and do reviews on that. But yeah, I just want to make a quick little video that the possibility of getting a Shout Factory release of the Police Academy is awesome. I cannot wait. There's a lot of films I would like to see get Blu-ray releases, and a great example I'm going to use for that is this one. How come we don't have a Blu-ray release for this, for Rover Dangerfield? This is a movie nobody, I feel like, remembers or knows about. I grew up with this film and absolutely loved it throughout the years, and still to this day I love it. And when I saw that Warner Archive had a release for it, I had to snag it right away. It's the one and only Rodney Dangerfield animated film. It is a burn on demand by Amazon and Warner Brothers, but considering that Warner Brothers does release a lot of these DVDs to Blu-ray, I don't understand why they have yet to release that one on Blu-ray, especially if it's a MOD release. And that's not the only one they haven't done. There's actually a few of them they haven't gotten the rights to release on Blu-ray. So there's like films like what is it? Steel with Shaq. There's Trojan War with Will Friedle and Jennifer Love Hewitt, and there's a few other ones. But like films like Hot to Trot with Bobcat Goldthwait, I believe has a Blu-ray release by Mill Creek. And My Demon Lover just ended up getting a Blu-ray release by Scream Factory. So there are a few titles that are available on Blu-ray, and then other films like Ice Pirates, and that might be the only one I can think of. But then there's films that are on DVD that eventually got the potential of a Blu-ray release. Like Stay Tuned finally would get a Blu-ray release. The Witches and Starsky and Hutch, the movie, the one with Owen Wilson and Ben Stiller. So, with that being said, yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on the potential of seeing upcoming releases by Shout Factory and Screen Factory. Do you guys want to see a Police Academy collection on Blu-ray in the States? Are you guys fans of that franchise? Let me know down below, and I will put the link to Planet CHH's channel down in the description. And also keep an eye out. I'm going to be doing a video talking about some of my favorite YouTubers and why you guys should go subscribe to them. So that will be a potential video real soon. So with that being said, I'm Film Talk with Mikey. Until next time, we'll talk films. Peace.